So, guys, here we are, MMA UK News. Obviously, myself, Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, talking about Grapplefest 11, Saturday, 26th of February, Fusion Nightclub, Fleet Street in Liverpool. Now, tickets are all sold out for this, guys. As I said, you might be lucky. Some of your chosen fighters might have a couple of tickets kicking about. I very much doubt it. So make sure you get yourself on Flow Grappling. Choose that monthly option. It does default to a yearly subscription. So make sure you do choose the monthly option. Otherwise, it's going to cost you 114 quid or something just to watch Grapplefest. So make sure you choose that monthly option. Going to be an awesome event, straight from the prelims right through to the main card. Obviously, Daisy Fresh coming over with a team of savages all the way from Mount Vernon, Illinois, going to be taking on the best that Europe and the UK has to offer. Now, my next guest is obviously going to be on the show, Owen Livesey. Now, Owen Livesey, Carlson Gracie Hull. I mean, if anybody doesn't know who Owen is, I don't know where you've been for the last while. Owen's definitely one of the kind of top grapplers coming out of the UK at the moment. Obviously, being on shows like obviously Polaris last year, SGI come up to Scotland, ran riot through the open weight tournament, and then obviously brought up again a team of savages from the north of England for the Nations event, and again run riot through that Nations event as well. So definitely one of my favourite grapplers at the moment. I said, Owen, absolute pleasure as always to have you on, buddy.
Nah, mate, it's good to chat, mate. So thanks for having us on, Paul.
Definitely. No, listen, I always love chatting with you. As you're one of the guys, wherever, if I message you, you're like, yeah, let's do it now. Let's do it in a couple of hours or whatever. Whereas obviously some of the people you speak to, like, oh, let me get back to you. But no messing about with you, Owen.
What it is, mate, is like, I'm that busy through the week that if you message and say I want to chat, I'd rather just chat now if I've got an hour free. Because I don't have an hour free through the week, so
yeah,
let's get it done.
You're always busy. I mean, obviously you've got the classes. We talked about the seminars and stuff like that. You've got quite a few seminars coming up, and then on top of that, you're also competing, and then obviously you've got the family at home as well.
Yeah, it's busy now, mate. It's like the gym, as we've said before. The gym's full time now.
Yeah.
That's just progressing all the time. The schedule's progressing all the time. And when the schedule's progressing, that means my own training's starting to progress as well. I'm starting to put some competition classes in now, which is basically just classes where I'm actually just training myself, and we're trying to build a bit of a more serious competition team where the rest of the general members aren't really allowed to do them classes. It's more serious sessions, and then on top of that, with the seminars, I've just tried to keep it one seminar a month.
Yeah,
I think there's a couple of months through the year where I've put two, but I've tried to keep it to one a month, so my focus stays on the gym firstly and my own training after that.
Yeah,
and then obviously I've got my family as well, which is it's a full-time job in itself now as well.
Definitely. And I saw your missus, she's back training as well now. So obviously back on the mats as well.
Yeah, like I met my missus doing full-time judo as well.
Yeah.
So she's a black belt judo. She's blue belt Carlson Gracie. She's a very good blue belt. Obviously was out for a year with pregnancy.
Yeah.
So she's back training now as well. Very raw again because she's very rusty, not raw, rusty.
Yeah.
She's not training for a full year. But we're just trying to like hold her back a little bit because she wants to dive straight back in. But obviously you've got to take into account what you've actually been through as well. So yeah, it's all good, mate.
Definitely. And then obviously the guys yesterday had a run out at Empire. I believe 14 medals the guys came back with as well.
Yeah, we had like a mixed team yesterday. So we had we only had about 12 compete. There was a lot missing. About 50% of them might have been the first or second competition ever. So they were obviously beginners. And then the other half was like our blue belts from last year have been given a purple belt this time around.
Yeah.
So they stepped up to the advance for the first time. They all did pretty well, to be fair. But at the same time, I'm hoping that it's made them realise it's a bit of a step up, and your training's got to simulate that now as well.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to see that as well. I mean, this year, I keep saying this is going to be our first full year back for 2 years. I mean, the last time we had a full year of competing was 2019. We did have, don't get me wrong, we had a few comps in 2020. We had a few comps obviously coming up to the end of last year. But this is going to be our first full competition year for 2 years. So they're going to be able to get out there as much as possible.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate, because I'm looking forward to being able to train properly for a year as well.
Yeah.
So our gym's only been open for 2 years. It's been really hit and miss.
Yeah.
As it has for everyone. Like, through lockdown, we were trying to get a couple of sessions and stuff, but there was no consistency with it. And the sessions that we got in, it was just get in and have a roll. We couldn't actually work things into people that we wanted to.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking forward to getting some consistency in the work that we're doing.
Yeah.
Consistency in getting out and actually practicing it against opponents in competition and seeing if it comes through. And I think you'll progress a lot more this year now that people can actually compete more as well.
Yeah.
I think obviously, as everyone knows, competition is going to help you progress as well.
Yeah.
So it'll be good to see them all get out there and see where we are in 12 months.
Yeah. And that's one thing. I mean, a few of the grapplers I've been speaking to over the last couple of weeks said that one thing was a lot of them are coming to train with you, obviously, because they see what you're doing. And there's a lot of guys from the North of England are coming and training with you. They're saying, obviously, when they come to you, they're coming to you and learning new things that they're going to be able to use in their game or taking back to their own gyms and obviously teaching their students. So you're held in very high regards in the North of England.
It's just a different, mate. I just like cross training. I don't think, I don't know, like I think we really encourage cross training. And I know some other people do, but I don't think loads of other people do.
Yeah.
And I think you can't not cross train, and it's like we get plenty of visitors now, and each one of them has a different style to us.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's like Ben Bennett, who was on our team, England team. He has his own gym in Bradford. So we're doing something with them now as well, where they're coming to us this week, so they'll come to us on Friday.
Yeah.
And the week after we'll go to them. And it's great because they have a lot of good lads who play bottom game.
Yeah.
Which is obviously completely different to us. So it's perfect. Even when we get visitors in, and they're picking stuff from us, but I'm rolling with them and feeling a different style as well. So I'm getting stuff from them as well. So
yeah.
I push the cross training all day, mate. I love it.
Yeah, no, the guys love it. I mean, I think I was talking to was Sam Barker, said he was over at yours and said it was absolutely brilliant, absolutely loved it. And obviously the Team England, I mean, that you brought up, I mean, you're training with these guys and stuff like that kind of all the time as well, getting rounds in. So, North England, I mean, I've said this to everybody, North England at the moment is the mecca of grappling in the UK. Do you know what I mean? London, you could talk about London, you could talk about southeast, southwest Scotland and stuff like that, but it seems to be North of England at the moment.
I think it's sheer numbers, mate, in North of England. I think obviously the North of England's very working class.
Yeah.
Like more or less every city you go to is like very working class.
Yeah.
And I think your the numbers on the mat follows that. It's like I went to Next Gen for an open mat the other week, which Matty Holmes ran, and there must have been 60 people on the mat. It was like a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
it's fucking madness. Like it's like 15 rounds. You couldn't see each other at the end. But it's just the North of England, mate. You can go in any gym in like most cities now, and it's absolutely rammed. And it doesn't matter. Like some people aren't serious with it. Some people just turning up to train, but they're all training hard, mate. It's I know loads of lads who are shit hot, but they're not even competing.
Yeah.
They're just on the mat because they love it. So it's good, mate.
Nah, it's definitely awesome to see. As I say, definitely the North of England that representing at the moment. We saw that with your students as well when we were interviewing them and we were talking about Team England. They were like, "No, Stuart, it's not Team England, it's Team North of England." So, and that was all you didn't even need to say anything. I think it was like Jonah was saying anything south of Sheffield was France. But yeah, North of England is definitely the place to be at the moment. Anybody that's looking to get any training in, then hit up any gym in the North of England, and you're going to get some hard training, some good hard rounds with a lot of really, really good grapplers as well. So, and then what about you? Obviously, Grapplefest 10, you were going to be on that. Unfortunately, got the injury before it. So, Grapplefest 11, then how did the matchup come about for you this time then?
Chris just asked, mate, really. Chris just he just dropped us a message and said if I wanted a match, and he asked me to if I wanted a match against the Daisy Fresh lad first, the really heavy lad. Is it Hanson or something?
Yeah, the Hillbilly Hammer, Jacob.
No, not him. No, it was the heavier one. No, he's fighting for the title, I think. Is it Hanson, John Hanson or something? I think he's fighting a Welsh lad now.
Yeah,
he's bald. He's won the ADCC trials ages ago.
Yeah.
About a few years ago. He asked me to fight him first, and I said yeah.
Yeah.
But the lad was 115 kilo, and then he said he wanted someone more or less his own weight in the end.
Yeah.
So that didn't go ahead, and then he asked me for Paul Lukowski, who I've got now. I don't really know anything about him, but I just wanted a match, mate, so I didn't really mind who it was or what style it was, to be fair.
Yeah. That's one thing about you. I mean, obviously, the time that I've been watching you, I mean, you don't really care who it is. They're getting thrown anyway, Owen. They're getting thrown about, so...
Mate, it's just... I've only got one style, mate, so they can either deal with it or they can't, so... we'll see which one it is.
And we saw that as well. I mean, Polaris. I mean, your opponent kept going to the ground, and then there was a moment, that one moment where your opponent did stand up. He got thrown off the fucking side of the mat. So
I just want a good match, mate. It's like, I'm happy to stay on the floor if it's entertaining what we're doing and it's flowing on the floor. It's great.
Yeah.
If there's not much happening on the floor and it's a bit of a stalemate, then fucking stand up and let's put on a bit of a show, like.
Definitely. That's it. It's always brilliant watching you. I mean, we saw it at SGI when obviously Jack Brown, obviously we knew he was going to pull guard, and then halfway through the match, I mean, you just stood up with him in the guard and just threw him.
And he's good as well, mate.
Yeah.
Like, people like Jack, it's like you can't fuck about in his closed guard. I mean, I could feel like he's going for K guard all the time.
Yeah.
And I know he plays a lot of K guard, and he's a very good leg locker. And
yeah,
you can't mess about, mate. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good you are, how strong you are. If your fucking legs are stuck in there, mate, and you make one wrong move, it's game over against lads like that. So that was a classic. I was in a bit of a stalemate there. I'm trying to break his closed guard, open his closed guard. He's keeping me in there and looking for a K guard every time I'm moving. So I just thought, fuck this, I'll just pick him up instead.
It was absolutely brilliant. I know that Dave Hardlife put the video up, flying without wings, and there was quite a few videos going about. I remember one video, there was a Titanic music, and oh man, it was just hilarious watching some of these videos that people put together. And I said that to Jack. I mean, I think was it you or somebody put the video up, and I said, Jack, you knew that was going to happen. You knew you were getting picked up and thrown at some point. And he was like, yeah. I knew it was coming. So, but it's awesome to watch. I mean, that's why, I mean, you're exciting, a very, very exciting grappler to watch. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think, mate, I just think it's because I don't actually fucking care. Seriously, I think it is. It's just like, I literally just want to have a good match. I'm like, yeah, I'd be pissed off for 2 minutes if I lost, but it's not like I've not lost before. Do you know what I mean? I just want a good match and to try. I just want to try some mad stuff, mate. And if it comes off, it's going to look great. I'm sure in one competition, it's probably going to fucking cost me as well. But it's happened before, mate. I'll get over it.
Yeah. And then what about this year then? So obviously it's going to be a full year. Obviously you've got a lot planned. Obviously the seminars. Obviously you've got Grapplefest 11 just around the corner. So what other things are you planning this year? What do you see yourself doing?
Just like we said on a previous one, I think we said it. Like, kind of just want to do things that excite me now. I definitely won't be competing every weekend at like Empires and stuff like that. But I know I'm doing Grapplefest end of Feb. It's very likely that I'll be on Polaris again in March. That's the end of March as well. And then there's one in April that hasn't been confirmed yet, which is a big one if that goes ahead. And then May, I'll be doing the trials. So first 5 months it's a big 5 months, to be fair. It's a lot to look forward to. And then obviously I'm doing these seminars, and the lakes is a big one as well, the weekend in the lakes. I'm really looking forward to that because it's a 2-day camp rather than it just being like a random 2-hour seminar. It's actually 2 days where I get to run 4 sessions. I get to really drill it into people. So in terms of what they'll take from it, they'll have it drilled into them that much that they will actually thoroughly understand certain things by the time they leave. But I'm gonna have to speak to Sam as well, who runs the lakes, because I don't know how they run them there. But my idea with it is to actually run it like an old school fucking training camp. So as much as we are getting some drills in there and we're learning a lot, I want it to be like we're going home pretty fucked after that 2 days as well. And because perfect chance, mate. It's 5th and 6th of February. You're gonna have a load of good black belts on the mat. And Grapplefest is the end of the month, so you don't want that many people on mat and no one's fucking sparring. I mean, we want to take advantage of that. So ideally for me, it'd be like 2 times 2 or 3 hour sessions a day. Good 2 hours technique, and then just spar like fuck after it on the feet or on the floor. So you get 4 of them in 3 weeks prior to Grapplefest, mate. Be bang on.
Yeah, definitely. As I know, a lot of people are going over to it, so a lot of people are coming. So it's going to be an exciting weekend. I know a few of the Glasgow boys are coming down. Jack Brown as well. So he talked about coming down. I think as soon as it was announced, it wasn't long after SGI it was announced, and then Jack put a post up in the group chat saying, "Look, I'm going down for this weekend. Anybody else want to come down?" And sure enough, a few of the boys put their hands up and say, "Yeah, listen, we're coming." So. So it'll definitely be a good weekend for everybody. And I know the trials as well. I mean, I know you missed out on the trials. Obviously, baby Tiago came around at that point. So it's going to be exciting to see you, obviously, putting yourself out there at the trials as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trials, mate. So I think ADCC rules suits me pretty well as well. I need to make a decision what I want to do with my weight. Like I'm kind of in the middle of 2 at the moment. I'm about 93. That's eating whatever I want. But I know ADCC, you're making the weight on the same day. So I need to make the decision of whether I can walk around at 88 and have some energy. Or whether I want to just be full of energy at like 93, 94. And give away a few kilos. So I'm not sure which weight I'll actually do yet, but I'll definitely be going, mate, and having a crack.
Definitely. No, listen, I'm looking forward to that. I know you were excited to do it to go out the last time, but obviously baby came along at the time, so obviously looking forward to see you this time. So, and then final thing for you then, Owen. I mean, obviously, we've been here before. We speak on a regular basis. But yeah, anybody want to shout out to that maybe you've not mentioned in the past?
Mate, just normal, just family first. My missus, because I am a pain in the ass. All I do is train, come back, fucking write things in my book, write sessions out for the week in my book. Help when I can with Tiago as much as I can, but she's definitely doing more than I am. Everyone at the gym, hard life, sorting all my gear out and sorting out all the clothes out for the lads and the girls at the gym. And Overdrive Nutrition actually have started supporting us with some supplements as well, which is good, like to help with all my recovery and that with the training. So that's about it, mate, really.
Nice. Well, listen, I'll be down at the Grapplefest. I know I missed it last time. I had a bit of a family issue, but nothing planned for the end of the month. So I'll be down there end of February. So it'll be good to catch up with you and the rest of the guys of Carlson Gracie Hall. So it was awesome seeing the guys at the SGI and obviously seeing them put out there. They put some good performances, some really good performances. So
all right. I was a bit pissed off of it, to be fair. Like there's a few lads that didn't do themselves justice for whatever reason. I know a few of them drove down that day, and it's a different experience for a few of them. Like there's a few, like we said before, there's a few who've not that long been blue belts. So So to then be on an invitational, and I said to him, look, we're going down with the gym's getting a bit of a name.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get fucking easy matches. Like if you're getting matched up, the Scots are not just gonna let you fucking walk into Scotland, smash them all, and go home. You know what I mean, you're gonna get matched with some good lads, and Scotland have got some shit hot grapplers.
Yeah.
So I was like, you've got to go balls out.
Yeah.
Some didn't do themselves justice. Some did really well, win or
Yeah.
lose. Like I always
Yeah.
said to them, I actually don't give a fuck if you lose either.
Yeah.
You train hard, so just give it your all. Like if you give it your all and you lose, that's fine. Everyone loses, but if you go out and it's just sloppy and a bit fucking lazy, like then yeah. But James has asked again for names, and we've put 15 forward this time. And about 12 of them weren't there last time, and they're a lot more experienced. So hopefully, if he gets some of them on, I won't be there this time. So I think it's the same date as Polaris. I think.
Yeah.
But it should be a very strong squad. So hopefully they get on and they can do a bit better.
Definitely. Well, listen, obviously they come up. Obviously, you know we'll look after them anyway, so we'll definitely look after them. Do you know what I mean? That's it. Love the Carlson Gracie Hull guys. They've got an attitude like no other gym. As I said, other gyms come and enjoy themselves, but Carlson Gracie Hull guys are coming to put it on people. So yeah, we'll definitely look after them if they're up. All right. So so guys, there we go then. Grapplefest 11, Saturday 26th of February. Usual place, Fusion Nightclub, Fleet Street in Liverpool. As I say, no tickets are available, so get yourself on Flow Grappling and choose them monthly options. So it costs about £12 or £14, I think, for the monthly subscription. And then it's up to you after it whether you keep it, cancel it or whatever, but it's only going to cost you £12 or £14. So it's going to be Owen Livesey, Carlson Gracie Hull, up against Paul Lukowski. Promises to be another exciting match, as they always love Owen. Anybody who's not seen Owen, then get on YouTube, get on his social media and stuff like that, and you can see what Owen's all about. So, Owen, listen, absolute pleasure as always, buddy. And yeah, train safe, train well, enjoy the lakes. The lakes will be awesome. And I'll see you at the end of February, buddy.
Spot on, mate. Cheers, Stu.
All right, take it easy, buddy.
See you, Paul.